Hey guys, how you doing? I'm Ryan Date, aka Date Ryan Sama on Twitch and on Twitter, a member of the Hashira Podcast where we talk all things anime and nerd. And this conversation is going to be us talking about Jujustu Kaisen Zero, the pretty highly anticipated prequel to the Jujustu Kaisen anime that we got a chance to see a little while earlier. And it's one of the most popular new gen anime out, so without, I guess, saying too much, you can obviously guess why we wanted to see it so badly. And now that it's out, we kind of have some thoughts on the movie. And it's got some big shoes to fill because Mugen Train is, well, Mugen Train. So, we would ask that you would like, comment, share, and subscribe. So by sharing it, other people get to see what's going on here, and by joining the conversation in the comments, we get to talk with you about our thoughts and your thoughts on anime and all the other things that we talk about here on the channel. So thank you so much for tuning in, and we hope that you enjoyed the conversation. Let's check it out.
To begin with a fact.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome once again to the Hashira Podcast, where we talk about everything and anything that I think people consider nerd, but we just enjoy the excuse my language. And today we are going to be talking about, the pills we'll be talking about, Jujustu Kaisen Zero. Came out this year, a couple of days ago. If you have not checked it out, I recommend. That is going to be the main topic right now. For all the Jujustu Kaisen lovers out there, I'm so curious to know what you guys thought. So after this episode, please don't hesitate to leave a comment below on YouTube. That's where you'll find us. Let's jump into it. Pillars. We all had the chance to check out this movie in the theater. Thank God that everybody's vaccinated and got to be able to go in the theaters now. We're gonna open up with the big Grizz. Grizz, what did you think about Jujustu Kaisen Zero?
I actually enjoyed it a lot. I thought it was really good. I felt that it's good for people that if you wanted to get into Jujutsu Kaisen and you didn't watch the season yet, if you watch this movie, they do like a good job of like still explaining some things that the anime does, so that like at least you'll have like a little bit of information on like some of the characters. And then when you watch the anime, you'll be like, oh, okay, cool, that was from the movie. So I like that a lot about the movie. I thought the animation was good. The fight scenes were freaking crazy, man. And it was just like an overall like really good movie. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. No, I really enjoyed the action. I think that was the biggest thing for me. I'm gonna leave myself probably second to last, because I want to hear. I'm gonna let Tommy for last because I know he had a perspective on it from reading the manga. So we're gonna pivot over to Kadeem.
Okay.
What do you think?
I honestly, I'm agree with Ed. I like the movie. It was enjoyable. To me, what really stood out was the character development, man. From him being very timid, shy, scared, afraid to unleash. Was it Rika?
Yeah.
To unleash Rika, and basically from going to Jujutsu Tech, and when the panda said that, I think like within 2 months, like he developed like a nice swordsmanship when he was fighting Rika. That's right, when he was
Maki.
I'm sorry, yeah, thank you. Sparring with Maki, like you seen his development in his swordsmanships getting sharper with every session that he had. And like another thing that I also has stood out to me was the ending, man. Like that fight scene. I hope that we could, we have enough time to brush up on it a little bit more. But that's the main thing. The character development, was the main thing that stood out to me.
Yeah. It's funny because I can't help but do this for whatever reason, and maybe it's because of the fact that Demon Slayer just tends to be in the forefront of my mind. But there's this parallel. If you guys like kind of notice, like that big fight that Roku had with what's his name reminds me of this big fight that we've got to watch with Yuta and Geto. And again, like the animation is phenomenal. I've talked about Jujutsu Kaisen before, so all the people who come checks out the podcast, they know how I feel about it. And I was talking about it with Lex. Shout out to Lex, pertaining to the movie, and even how I felt about show. Did I enjoy the movie more than I enjoy the show? How much would I give it? we can talk about ratings afterwards. But there was still this thing that disengaged me with Jujutsu Kaisen. The reason is this. I'm all on board with the whole movie. I'm watching it. I'm loving it. We watch the main character, Yuta. We know we have an understanding. So spoiler alerts, if you have not checked this out, please don't watch the podcast and come back later. We have an understanding that our protagonist is a prequel, right, for Jujutsu Kaisen the show. And he's one of the newer students, right? And we see that he's very scared, but very powerful. And that's the reason why he's brought on by one of the crowd favorites, Goju. Yeah. And it takes a year before we actually see the big events. Now we do see some action, of course, with the sparring and him being involved with his other students. And I think his first mission, he was with Maki. They teamed up, and we got to see his power. We got to see Rika come out, right? All beautiful. Big fight happens, Yuta versus Geto, whom we also see as the main antagonist in the show. And we realize, first of all, I think one of the main things pertaining to Geto, and I'm not sure if this is carries over to the anime and it continues on, but it seems like his main mission is to be a god, right? Because he has a problem with being around other people, something like that.
Regular.
I could be totally wrong.
Regular humans.
You said Geto?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has a problem around being around regular humans, and I'm gonna let Tom, because Tom probably knows the book more than I do. And then we see the flashbacks of Geto and Goju, and their best friend, Gojo, excuse me, and their best friends. You can see how much I don't really Juju. So we see their best friends, and I'm like, here it is again, Jujutsu Kaisen, pulling from other places, as always.
Wait.
I'm gonna
Rewind.
You know what I'm about to talk about right now.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm about to
no,
say?
wait. But I want you to rewind a little bit. Wait. So because Gojo and like the main bad guy in the movie and maybe the anime is best friends, they're pulling from somewhere else.
I'm about to pull from.
Okay, now I don't know. Go ahead.
Do not. Are you gonna say Naruto and Sasuke?
Kakashi.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right, listen. All right.
Yes.
That's
He
not
looks like a
we gonna have
Kakashi.
to circle around. Can we circle?
Yeah,
you
we
wanna
have to circle around. Tom,
Go back to my other.
give
go
us your
back to
take on the
what we
movie.
talked
Man.
about Jujutsu Kaisen before.
Let's get back. We gonna
And
spend
look
a lot
at this shit. Look at it.
Look at it.
I can't.
You're just pulling shit out of your ass.
Yo,
They
you
pulling
just
shit out of my ass.
I don't understand why you can't just like watch this anime and like enjoy the anime. I don't like. I honestly, even though this man has so much similarities to Kakashi, I never watched the show and be like, oh shoot, that's Kakashi. I don't know why. You gonna say, Tom?
Nothing. I'm not even gonna say that. My take on the movie, I kind of agree with a lot of what you guys are saying. Taking, especially to Kadeem, character development, you get to see a lot of Yuta. Obviously, it's his breakout into the whole into the scene. Travis, you did say that you felt like some things were missing. I know there's some things missing. The background between Geto and Gojo, I for some reason I felt like the movie was going to touch up more on that, so you guys could get a better understanding for Geto. But all they did was show like quick flashback, like quick, I guess,
Yeah, like
like
little
just
like,
flicks.
pictures.
Like, I was just like, what the hell? I mean, there's so much that goes into their background, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be touched up in the next season then. But it's just a little odd that they throw that out there and then like they continue to go forward with it in a sense. Like it's like they're going back even further into the next season, I would think, because now they're touching up on their past when I feel like that should have been done in the movie. And the whole Yuta thing, it obviously, like I said, that was my favorite character. I thought that was cool. But this is a spoiler, I guess, to everybody, but not really trying to. He's not the same person like currently in the manga. Like his personality is completely different, so it was just a little weird seeing it animated like that.
I mean, I was gonna ask you about his personality, to be honest.
Yeah, he's completely different. Like,
but basically, this movie kind of sort of paved the way of him, his whole personality changing.
Yeah, of course. But at this point, or where I'm at, like he's like completely confident in everything he does. Like he knows he's gonna kill somebody when he wants to do it, and he'll take on whoever he wants to. It doesn't matter. Like, and there's a lot that goes into his because they said he's related to a special family.
Right.
I mean, he's considered to have more what's that, curse power?
Curse
Yeah,
power.
he's considered to have more curse power than Gojo himself.
Oof.
So it's just, I understand it's his beginning or whatever, but I did hope to see more, especially on Gojo and Geto's past, because Geto is ridiculous. And obviously from the fight you get a good feeling at how good he was, but it's just like, yo, there's so much more they could have shown about the guy, and you would have got more insight into Gojo and stuff like that too.
Right.
Do you feel like do you feel like this is just, I mean, and I've talked about this already pertaining to like the anime world, that this is, I'm not gonna ever stop watching anime. I love it, but there's a difference now because of how many people are watching it. That it's money. It's more about money now.
I
Because
think we all understand how mainstream anime has become now,
right.
and it's a trend that like goes into a lot of different things now. I mean, I'm not saying it's really necessarily a good or a bad thing, but yeah, I don't know if you're trying to say like, or
I
implying
think
that
that's
they
the
put
reason why they didn't left a lot of stuff out, because it's like, you know, like we don't have to go too much into depth. It's more like, let me show you the animation, show you this
Let me
fight.
just show you these fight scenes because that's what people probably enjoy the most, and I'm gonna make this money.
Yeah,
So
So it kind of lacks quality, is what you're saying.
exactly. Yeah.
so
But I mean, the movie did touch on, I think, something that was like a profound message, which was like love being a curse. I know Gojo kind of touched on. He said, I forgot the line that he
The
said.
strongest curse, I think he said. I think he said the strongest curse is love,
It's love. Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
so-
I don't know. I felt like the movie wasn't. I feel like they did a good job of like, maybe not explaining things, but like, you know, just walking through, like, you know, like what happened. Like I didn't feel like it was like just all action and like nothing was going on. I felt like there was a
I have
little story
I have
to
a
it.
gut feeling that, you know, that they're gonna touch upon whatever that was missed in the movie in the upcoming season. Maybe.
Oh
that's
yeah, I can agree
they
with
don't
that.
want to reveal too much in the movie, so they can have more to add in the season. So that's why like I'm not really gonna say like, oh, the movie's trash because they didn't, you know, give anything to. But if the season comes out and they don't cover up on that, then I could say I have a problem.
So I do have a question for you guys. I don't know if you guys really caught it. I mean, I know you saw the scene, but they showed a different part of Yuta's power, and I'm not sure if you guys really understood if that was part of his power or not.
Well, when he imbued the curse energy into the sword.
Nope.
Is it when he mimicked? Because I know, where did he get
Yes.
that? I was like,
So-
where did that come from?
What did he do?
Inumaki did not give that to him.
He didn't give it to him, right? He was able to mimic that himself. I was like,
Yeah, and
yo.
that's why it like dissolved afterwards, though. If you
Yeah, that
notice.
was-
Oh, the
Right.
microphone joint.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
insane.
So I'm not gonna say any more about that, but you guys could kind of just like, I guess, ponder on more about that. Like his ability the dude is ridiculous. Like
in the next
Go ahead.
following anime that we're about to watch, what's the next arc? Is it pertaining to specific what's his
I
name?
don't think it's pertaining to Yuta at all.
It's gonna be pertaining to the guy with that can make the with the
Geto?
animals, right? With the animals and stuff like that. No,
Oh, Megami, you talking about?
Megami, yeah. I thought it was gonna be about him.
Nah, I'm pretty sure it's about Geto and Gojo. It has to be their backstory. There's a lot that goes into that. Like
So
there's
we're gonna have a whole
quite a
anime.
few chapters that goes into that.
So, all right. So, boom. Let me ask you a
It
question.
shows how when Gojo got his eyes, all that stuff when they first started on their missions, just all that stuff. I mean,
He got his eyes from Ghetto. I'm done.
no.
No.
But and there's a very
Stupid,
very
man.
important character at that point in time that needs to be introduced, because I'm sure that's gonna be a huge fan favorite.
What's the okay? So we've all got to see it. What's the rating? What do you give it at? Rating wise?
Of the movie?
Me.
Yeah,
Wait.
yeah.
Oh, go ahead. I mean, whatever.
Yeah, go ahead.
I give it like a 9, 8.59 around there.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. I honestly don't really have any complaints about the movie.
But what did you give Mugen Train?
You
I
gave
give
it
that like
right?
a 10. Yeah, Mookie-chan got like a 10, man. That movie was way too good.
What do you give it to Deem?
I'll give it a solid 8.
Okay. Tom?
Yeah, solid.
I'm conflicted because I feel like if I was in Ed's position, I'd give it like an 8.5. Because Ed obviously doesn't read, so it's just like I always feel like I ruin it for myself, but it is what it is. I feel like
you still have the story, right? Basically, when you get a movie, right, you base it off the story, you base it off how well the character development was. Even though the character development was already in the manga, how well did the director
did they display everything that should have been shown?
Yeah,
right.
You should have like a better take on it.
I think they did a very good job, especially on the animation or whatever. Like Ed stated, the fight scenes I thought was really, really good.
Right.
The ending fights or whatever, when everybody, especially when everyone was fighting all the curses in the city. Excuse me. When Gojo fought, what was that dude's name? Miguel?
I thought he had dreads at first.
Yeah.
The dude with the whip.
I thought he was fighting with Hero X.
Like when Gojo just he just put like 1,000 punches onto his dude.
Mhm.
That was good.
He was lighting him up. That was crazy.
I actually enjoyed that scene a lot because like I said, I don't dislike Gojo, but I just hate that he's so strong from the beginning of the anime. It's just like, all right, he's so strong. It's like it's not too entertaining watching him do things, but to see him just be brought down.
Struggle.
Yeah, because he's just like when he blasted that curse that was like on the building, he was like, yo, like mind your business. So like when he was fighting that guy and they was just throwing hands, that was fun to watch because like I said, he's just way too strong. So it's like, all right, if he gets into a fight, it's just like over. It's like, what's the point of like watching him do anything? He just destroys people in like 2 seconds. But you had you had a question before, Dame, or?
Now.
I'll give you my number. I'll just say a 7.
Damn. Okay.
Because my main takeaway from the movie is the whole Getzo thing. Like they needed to give out some more information. I feel like they didn't give enough for him, and either him or him and Gojo's past, and then all of a sudden Gojo's killing the dude right at the end of the movie, and he called him his best friend. He was like, "That's basically the only friend I had," and the dude, he just killed him. I mean,
he ain't kill him. He's alive in the anime.
So he went ahead and did all that, and it's just like you didn't really have much to go off of. I mean, for I would say for Gojo to consider someone his friend rather than his student or pupil, like this guy has to be a man of, some type of like stature. He has to have like some next type of ability. I mean,
yeah, and the fact that Gojo when Geto first pulls up, like with the bird and stuff like that, like Geto's like, all right, this is what's gonna happen, Shinjuku.
Right.
I'm gonna send some
the whole shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna send some freaking curse spirits there, and then at Kyoto, I'm sending them there. And then Gojo's like, oh, but you think we just gonna let you leave? And he's like, come on, these kids are in my range. What you gonna do? So the fact that he just set his plan, let him know that like I got backup in case you try to get crazy here, and they just let him leave.
Gojo.
Yeah, exactly. To Gojo. That to me, that says a lot about him. So I mean, I can agree 100% with that. Where they kind of do need to like touch up at least on like if they do like his backstory first, because it would have been a lot better if they would have like dedicated at least like 5-10 more minutes to just like kind of explain it, because he does kind of just like pop up in I feel like in the show and in the movie, because like what do we know about him in the movie? I mean in the anime, I don't feel like they really like say anything about him.
You didn't get much at all.
Yeah, I only remember him having that conversation with the lava head curse spirit, and that was like about it.
I'm gonna give it a 7.5, and I see it as a big. It's just an hour 45-minute long promotion. If you ask me, I'm promoting my anime. Here's this prequel. Go check out more information there in the anime if you liked it. I'm pretty sure a lot of people who were not even watching Jujustu Kaisen went to check out this movie. I had this belief that a lot of people who don't even watch anime saw that and was like, let me go check out. This is a big thing. The trailers are all over Twitter. It's everywhere. It's in a lot of algorithms. It's in your face. So I
do believe that they chose the wrong arc for the movie. I think the next arc that was going to come out to be animated should have been the movie, and I feel like that would have blew up way bigger than what this is right here. And I feel like they could have just animated a few episodes to show this movie in itself. They probably could have even shortened it. But like you said, it's setting up for the next arc, and from what I'm thinking, like whatever the next arc is going to be, it probably will be the past of Geto and Gojo and the people surrounding that. But
I just feel like
go ahead.
season is supposed to be the Shibuya. I'm hearing that's not the
Shibuya
next
arc?
arc. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. Like when they do the second season, it's probably most likely gonna be that one.
If they do that, no, there's no way. I didn't even know you were hearing that, but that'd be crazy. Because then there's just be a lot of really good shit that has not been shown. Like,
oh really?
Know.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I heard. This ain't
I don't know
from
how they're gonna
Mappa
do that.
like that. So
right.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
People just speculating. I don't know, man. They could really fuck this up. So,
I don't think they lost money with this one though. I think they're doing. I think they did.
I think they did really well. In terms
No.
Profit.
Yeah.
I don't think they hit Demon Slayer type numbers. But
No.
No.
No, but they did make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Especially in like Asia, they made a shit ton.
I mean, it's
You'll have
second
to
in the
wait
box
for the-
office as of right now in the U.S.
Oh, is it? Oh, damn.
Batman's been first for like 3 weeks.
It makes sense. That's what I said. I feel like a lot of people checked it out.
A lot of first timers.
A lot of first timers. Yeah.
It still has a lot of hype, like global hype around.
It does. It does have global hype. It does. Because
Right.
it's as if it's the same way Marie said that one of the good things about Jujutsu Kaisen is that the references it makes to like the real world, talking about Rihanna having Nike. You know, they used that was a big thing back in like 90s anime, like having like Nike sneakers on and stuff like that.
Bro, yeah, I seen that, and I didn't really realize that up until like a few tweets on Twitter or whatever. Like people like showing these things, like these like that's why I love Hakusho, because of it's considered one of the highest fashion type animes, and you can see that like all the things that they put into it. Yeah, it really is. Because they
haven't done that for quite some time. You know what I'm saying? Like you used to see that in stuff like Initial D. You know what I mean? Like you don't. You know, so like now it's kind of like bringing that new stuff back into Jujutsu Kaisen. You're going to have everybody watching it who don't even really care about anime like that, to the people who are mid, to the people who are really high in anime. You know what I'm saying? So, and then on top of that, and I see what they're doing. But you know, if you guys bringing in other stuff from other, you know, it makes you like it because you already like these other animes. So you're gonna like Jujutsu Kaisen.
I think you're a little too hard on JJK.
I mean, all right. If I'm right or
really
wrong,
do.
They're still doing something good, right?
I really do
Whether
like the
I'm right or wrong,
characters
they're
though.
still doing something right.
I think the characters are great. I thought they had some great. I think they have some great comedy. I mean, I thought it was great when he was asking Yuta if he liked big tits or not. Like that whole scene with Panda where he was trying to put him and Maki together. I thought that was pretty funny. And Umaki was actually pretty funny throughout the whole movie. And
is that a love interest of Yuta, or like nah?
Umaki?
Was that? I mean, specifically talking for the movie, did we gather that, or is that straight up innocent friendship? I guess, right? That isn't.
I would say innocent, but
yeah, I feel like maybe from like his side, it's probably just innocent. I don't know how, you know, she was blushing and shit like that, but
so
other than that, I wouldn't look too much into it.
Is she not his power anymore, Rika? Is that not his power anymore? Like she's no longer attached to him. Because I thought that's
you
what.
Want me to continue? I mean,
no,
answer?
No, don't answer.
Oh, okay.
No.
But I don't think so though.
I would like for her to be.
The curse, it was broken.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That little bond that they had, it's gone.
Dope though, but it was dope. Actually, it was dope to me. I thought that would be a dope curse to have. I mean, I don't know,
Me
like
too.
You know, like
cursed
So wait,
her,
so she was
which
the
crazy.
queen of curses?
Say again?
He called her the queen of
whatchamacallit.
curses. I think that was just based on how powerful she was. He just called her the queen of curses.
Oh.
You know, I mean, she's ridiculous, and that's why this dude's coming after. He had over 5,000 curses.
In that
That
one,
he,
yeah, almost in that attack, right?
Well, just under his control, at any given time, the dude's just bringing shit out like left and right. He didn't even care. Like,
Yeah, but even that mega horn, that came out of nowhere, and I'm not okay with that. But I'm okay with it, but I'm not okay with it. I don't know.
you're talking about Yuta. I was talking about Geto just bringing shit out
my
like
bad,
left
my
and
bad,
right.
my
He
bad.
didn't care. Like,
Yeah, my bad.
But
I expect that from the antagonist. I expect that from the bad guy, like to just be whooping crap out of nowhere and just be like, "Here's my power. Here's the other power I have. Check out all this power back here too." You know what I'm saying? I expect that. When I'm watching a protagonist, I'm like, okay, I know you've been training for a year. Granted, you are very special and strong.
right.
Where the freak did this mega horn come from that you are imitating? What's his name's power? Like,
Inumaki.
yeah, I'm like,
Shocking.
threw that at me. Not okay with that. Movie wise, not okay. With
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, once again, I feel like they left out some things. They talked on his family's past too.
Mm.
Well, not really. They spoke of it, but I think they need to talk a little bit more about it.
Was it in the manga? Was it a little bit more in depth?
They talk more about things, yeah. So that's to say, there's so much that I feel like they could have put into it. They could have actually made the movie a little bit longer.
I felt that way. I felt
Because
that.
I remember, I think that was you that was
Why
talking
do you-
about when Mugen Train came out. You were just like, oh yeah, and I thought the movie was done, but then all of a sudden this guy pops up and it's a whole nother thing, you know?
Well,
After they
I
killed
read-
him?
That's a good
Because I
question. How
read
long was
Demon
that
Slayer.
movie?
I read Demon Slayer, so it's like,
Right. So,
yeah.
but I'm talking about the movie specifically.
No, yeah. They
You
could've
said
put
something
that-
along the lines of that, and I was just like, man, they could have really like did another like backstory of Geto, and they could have went and covered all of that. But I mean, hey,
Yeah,
it is what
Mugen
it
is an hour and 57 minutes. I don't know why they don't want to just like dip into the freaking like 2 hour long movies, man. With these animes,
Right.
you should just make them longer. You know, put more
They
stuff in
could
it.
have. Oh man, they could have really
So I'm trying to remember the last animated movie that was like that long.
a lengthy movie.
Was it DBZ with Frieza? No.
Should
Nah,
probably
it
would
was-
be one of those movies that don't need to be long. They gonna have him screaming for 45 minutes.
Those are all entertaining though. They were.
But Dragon Ball?
Honestly,
Dragon
back
Ball's
then most
Yeah,
anime movies only ran for what, about an hour, anyways.
hour and change.
So this is actually a step up from all that stuff.
yeah, and those were on cassettes, mind you. They were not in theater. They were
Right. 60-minute movies. Right.
Yeah. So now here you are sitting in a recliner chair, watching an animated movie. Like, times have changed, but like I said, I still enjoyed it. It was very much enjoyable. I enjoyed it more than I enjoyed the actual anime itself. I
Mhm.
might read. I'm thinking
I
about
think you
reading.
should. I think you should.
Yeah,
That's about it too, but I ain't doing that.
I think about reading it. But
Nobody mentioned Toto showing up in the movie. I think
That was hilarious.
He said he was late for something, and the dude was just going off. He was going wild.
Oh, he was late because the girl he likes, I think, is doing a TV show or something like that.
Yeah. I thought that was hilarious.
Oh, but I want to bring up something that Date noticed. I didn't notice it at first. So remember in the anime when I think Toto tells Yuji that the record for the most black flashes was 4, which is Nanami, and they showed that in the movie when he was, I don't remember who he was fighting, but it was when he went into overtime and wrapped his tie around his
He was like,
his
"Let me
fist.
take care of this."
Yeah,
Whatever
yeah.
he said.
So I thought that was,
Was that-
I mean, I didn't remember that, and Date brought him. I was like, oh shoot, that's
That
pretty cool. That
curse
how
was
they,
killing everybody.
Yeah, word.
yeah.
Came in and took care of that.
I thought that was cool that how they, that's what I was saying again, that how now if someone, notices that and then watches the anime, it's like, oh shoot. So that's the freaking, the situation where that happened. So it's cool how they're like connecting like little things like that, because they could have just not done that.
Wait, who was the one that stated that the record is 4?
Toto, he was telling Yuji, and then that's when I think it was Toto, or no, it had to be because he kind of taught him how to do it.
Yeah, he was kind of showing him how to
Toto,
do it
Toto
better.
wasn't even there when Nanami did it, so how do you know?
Yes, he was.
I mean, because they probably
They were all
told
on the
him.
battlefield
I don't know.
together. All those teams were there.
Yeah, but what's his name was fighting that OD big giant curse,
Toto.
Toto.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
I guess
mean,
word spreads.
I mean, I remember it being. I could be wrong, but somebody told Yuji, or somebody brought it up in the anime, and then they showed
That's
it
very
in
true.
the
That
movie.
is very true.
Yeah, so it was brought up, and then like I said, when they were fighting, I think the tree curse at the end of the episode with Yuji and Toto, if I'm not mistaken, he does the 5 black flashes there, and then he breaks the record or whatever.
Well, the movie does that too. Let me say that too, bringing in like the characters that we later see in the anime. And again, this is why I said it sets it up for people who may want to check out the anime itself. Is like, oh, because like I was there sitting there waiting for these characters to come, and I'm like, oh, but then I'm like, this is a prequel, so they may not show them. And then sure enough, we get to see them, and we know that they're most likely like first year, you know what I'm saying? Because they're new students themselves, so it's like that was pretty cool. And it's like one of those things where like if you're there, it's one of those movies where it's like, yo, come with me to check out this Jujustu Kaisen movie with your friend, right? Who has never seen Jujustu Kaisen. And they're like, wait, who's that? And you're like, oh, if you check out the anime, you'll see that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's pretty dope how they sets it up for that. So, like I said, it comes with its pros for sure. So, and I say this, of course, objectively speaking and subjectively speaking, I still give it a 7.5. And so I still think it's good. I'm not taking away from it. So if you guys go ahead. Go.
I'm gonna switch up the subject a little bit now. So does that mean that my 7.5 for Spider-Man is fair then?
No.
What?
No.
I'm glad you said that. What? How not?
Because you literally gave us no reason as to why you were giving it a 7.5.
That's not true. That's not true.
You just kept on saying it was lackluster. You didn't say anything.
I said the movie was good.
Okay.
But as usual, when it comes to Marvel movies, y'all super overhype things. Y'all overhype the movies.
That's your subject. Give me the reason.
Nah, that's a fact.
Give me the reason why Spider-Man is 7.5. Give me the reason.
Because I didn't think the story wasn't that good. It
There's
wasn't that
nothing
good of a story. It was good, but it wasn't like, oh shoot, that was amazing. Y'all think that movie is so good because Toby, Andrew Garfield,
those add to it. Add to the goodness.
Those Spider-Mans were in the movie, and all the villains.
It adds to the reasons as to why the movie was good. It adds to the reasons.
For me personally, it doesn't. It didn't do anything. All it did was, like I said, make y'all be like, oh my god. Half the people that was OD hype about the movie probably didn't even watch those Spider-Man movies.
Bro,
they just know that was old
into...
Spider-Man, and this was the second Spider-Man. So now, oh shoot, they in the movie. This is so good.
This is literally a director and a writer taking into their hands the multiverse, and bringing in also Doctor Strange. This pertains to the Marvel comics. This is like bringing this into the universe of movie. This is they tried something and it worked. That's the story that you don't like. They went into it. They dug deep. If you don't know that story, you may not feel that way, but like they dug deep. They did this thing.
And this is exactly how I feel about the way you talk about Jujustu Kaisen anime.
What did they dig deep with? What?
Not about digging deep, but you watch the anime,
and
like I said, you see Team 7, you see Midoriya, you see Luffy, you see Goku. I feel like you're not watching. You're just like, oh, this looks like that.
No, so I told you what I saw, and I told you what was not given to us. I would have liked some more story behind Ghetto.
I'm talking about all of it, the anime, the movie. I'm not talking about just the movie.
Okay, so we're
talking about your opinion on Jujutsu Kaisen.
That's true.
They take it from here. They take it from there. They take it from here. They take it from there. This
because
is all,
I call.
You said it's all
origination. There's no origination. What happened?
There's origination. So there's origination in Let's Get Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and all these other dudes that were villains in the last movie. Put them in this movie.
Marvel, and you're making live action.
Make a stupid story about this kid. Oh man, I want everybody to forget me, but not this person, not that person. And then he messes up the thing, and now he want to be a baby about it and rescue the villains. Who cares about the villains, bro?
It's very much in that Spider-Man realm. It stays true to this childlike Spider-Man. It gives us this real kid. This is something that Spider-Man would mess up with, jokingly speaking. You're trying to get it from a 21-year-old perspective. Look See, now I'm worried about you watching Airbender. Spider-Man is literally a kid movie. It literally is. It's like a young teenage movie, executed well. It is.
So because of that, that means I have to overlook the stupidity of the,
No,
in the
I'm
movie?
telling you, objectively speaking, on a cinema view, that movie was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Really good.
Nah. I didn't think it was really good, man.
I still call bullshit because there's no way Gojo could remind you of Kakashi like that for that reason.
It's literally
That's
because
all
white
it is.
hair and a blindfold. That's literally all it is.
Yeah,
The
good.
guy got his eyes
And now he's the
covered.
best friend too. Who's going bad?
Nah, he can't have best friends.
Oh, nah, he can-
Gojo got. Wait,
Nah,
but
he can't
Kakashi
have
don't really
friends.
best friends. He never said who his best friend was.
Main team leader Sensei is best friends with the person who's trying to destroy the Earth. Look at
Not
that.
true.
Yeah.
The person that was
Look
trying
at
to
the-
But
destroy
they're not fighting
the whole
because of a
time.
female, so it's okay.
Oof.
Some long lost love or whatever. Some bullshit.
Introduce a woman to that thing, I swear. What are you gonna do that time if a woman is introduced? I swear.
I'm not gonna do
Sounds
anything
crazy.
because that shit is not gonna happen. So
Oh man. All right. I want to thank everybody. Thank you so much again for checking out the Hashira Podcast. If you have not checked out the movie, please, I encourage you to do so. It was really good and very entertaining. For all the Jujustu Kaisen people who love Jujustu Kaisen, you will love it if you haven't seen it yet. If you have not watched the anime, I would encourage you to actually check out this movie first and then go into the
word.
anime. You might enjoy it more. We are the Hashira Podcast. If you like this, please like the button, hit the like button, share, subscribe, and comment below and let us know what you think about this episode and the movie itself. Hoping to hear from you guys soon. Peace.